They said her diagnosis in the movie.
They didn't, did they?
I thought...
Are you sure?
I thought they said she had schizoaffective.
Oh, no, I don't... You mean like when she's meeting with the psychiatrist?
Yeah, like when they...
Toward the beginning of the movie?
Towards the end of Benny and Joon, when she's taken back into care.
Oh.
Like she has to go back to the hospital.
But when would they have said it?
Because Benny wasn't allowing Sam...
Right. But I think you are mistaken, ma'am.
Maybe I just think everyone has schizoaffective disorder.
Yeah, because you were like, who was it? Who else was it? Was it Lars? Yeah, you were like,
yeah,
you were like...
I had read an article and people were like speculating. I'm like, nuh-uh, he does not.
No. Well, one of the, and I'll get into it when we bring up the article, but one of the conditions that this author suggests that Joon does have is schizophrenia, like some kind of psychotic disorder.
Should we say hi to
Hi, world. Great, big world out there.
This is the Much Madness podcast.
You've got your hosts, Mackenzie and...
Carrie.
Yeah, and we're talking about a new movie this week. Before we talk about the movie, though, I wanted to discuss real quick about the New York Times. I'm sure it was the New York Times. Their 100 best movies of the last century. Did you see that?
I read it, and I'm like, hey.
There's some familiar names on there.
I'm pretty impressed with us.
I wanted to get your take on like what their list was, and so a lot of the movies don't have like any kind of application to the podcast with like a mental health kind of topic woven in there, but there are some on that list that we've already discussed on the podcast or going to discuss. So I wanted to get your take on it, but I didn't read the whole article. I just was looking at the list.
That's all I did too.
Okay. Am I wrong? I mean, I'm not going to correct myself here, but don't they update it every isn't it every 10 years, like every decade? Or no?
Well, I think it's the 100 best films of the 21st century, right?
I think it's of the last 100 years.
No.
Is it? What does it say? It says
the 100 best movies of the 21st century.
Oh, okay, of the 21st. Okay. So that would be movies only since 2000 then. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I personally loved that number 100 was Superbad. Because that is one of my favorite movies.
Superbad is great.
I just couldn't believe that something with Seth Rogen.
Right.
And Bill Hader in it.
Hold on.
They also have foreign films.
They do have some foreign films on there.
And all of them, it seemed like, at some point, calls the movies grim or violent when they're... Right. I mean, I know...
I wanted to get your thoughts on like maybe like the top, I don't know, 25 or whatever.
Okay.
And like whether you've like if you've seen them, like briefly if you've seen them, if you feel like it fits in the
in our canon.
Yeah, well not necessarily in our canon, but why can't I find the list? It's so there's a paywall. I can't bring up the for the New York Times. Yeah, because it's
I have I have an online subscription.
Oh my gosh! Well, Carrie,
so
hit me. Why do you want to start? Let's do the first 25. Let's just react to them before we get to Benny and Joon.
Okay.
Which is our movie of this episode. We're going to discuss Benny and Joon because one of our favorites is in that top 10. I don't remember what number it is, and we've discussed it on the podcast.
Anytime a Wes Anderson film makes the list.
Which one made? Oh, it was the Tenenbaums, didn't it?
And the Hotel.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay, number 25 is Phantom Thread.
Never seen it.
I haven't either. It has Kate Winslet, I think. Phantom Thread. And Daniel Day-Lewis.
Really? What is it about? I know nothing about that movie.
Oh, it's not Kate Winslet. It's Vicky. Okay, I'll read the...
Yeah. We won't do this with every one of them.
Takes place in the 1950s. It says a courtier. I think it's courtier. I don't know.
Yep. Courtier. Mm-hmm.
Courtier, played by Daniel Day-Lewis. This film is sumptuous and subversive, recounting the love story between the exacting Reynolds, Daniel Day-Lewis's character, and his unruly muse, Alma, Vicky Krieps. He is prickly and easily perturbed. she delights in getting under his skin, it may seem that Paul Thomas Anderson, the director, is investigating power imbalances in relationships. Instead, it's the tale of a man meeting his match. And then it says, "Eat up, you hungry boys." And I'm telling you right now, if a boy comes up to me and looks at me, I'm going to go get something to eat.
Who did this article for the New York Times I think they're having some fun with this. But I've never even heard of that movie, Phantom Thread. I don't think I've
it was up for a bunch of Oscars.
Was it? I'm going to have to watch it.
I haven't watched it, though. It didn't, I don't know.
Didn't pique your interest?
Didn't tickle my fancy.
Mm-hmm. What's number 24?
Her.
Oh, that's on our list. We're gonna watch it at some point.
And I've seen it, and I loved it.
I've seen it one time. Definitely loved it. Again, it's an indie film vibe. It was in theaters, like it was majorly produced.
Yeah,
but
I saw it in theaters.
I rented it after it came out. What's number 23?
Boyhood.
I've heard of it, but...
And this is the film that it took them 10 years to film it. They filmed once a year.
Right. Yeah, because isn't Ethan Hawke in it?
With Ethan Hawke and, not Rosanna Arquette, Patricia Arquette.
Yes.
And it's following... It was over a decade that they shot it, so the kid in it grows up.
Right.
You see the relationship. I haven't watched it. I want to, but it just sounds... like it's a lot. Like it's heavy.
Yeah.
So
it sounds like a long-term project, right?
Yeah.
Like to have
if
a movie project.
If it took them 10 years to film, do I have to take 10 years to watch it?
That's like art. That's like movie and film art house type stuff, you know, like with thinking about time and
and the great thing, well, Patricia Arquette, I remember when the movie came out, I think Patricia Arquette won the Oscar for it. Mm-hmm. And she said it was difficult to watch because she watched herself age.
Yeah.
And,
it's a part of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said it was and I knew what was going on in my life at certain parts. And she said it was kind of a mind trip to watch. Okay, number 22 is the Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, okay, yeah. Which I've never seen that, but obviously I've heard it. Yeah.
I have never watched it.
You own it, but never watched it. Nice.
This is the story of my life.
It sounds like your bookcase with all your TBR.
Yeah.
I own this book. Have I read it yet?
No. 21, The Royal Tenenbaum.
Which, yes, I haven't. I think that is on our list of movies.
Yeah, it is. And it is. I could watch this movie once a week and be fine.
It's a comfort movie.
I just think it's so creative and so well done. And, I watched it again after Gene Hackman died.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
But my goodness, Gwyneth Paltrow, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Gene Hackman, Angelica Houston. I mean, just amazing. Amazing. Have you watched it? You've watched it.
I've not watched it. I've seen different scenes. I know. It's very bizarre that I've not watched it, but...
My mind is reeling right now.
I've seen scenes. I've seen clips of it, but I haven't seen the whole movie. I don't know the storyline. I don't know the whole thing.
You'll love it. Number 20 is The Wolf of Wall Street. Never watched it. Never wanted to watch it. Don't care.
I've seen it. I don't know if I would put that at number 20. Out of all the movies that are out there, it's a Martin Scorsese film. All his movies are really well done, but
and it came out in 2013.
I can't believe that movie's that old now.
I can't either.
Which means The Departed is even older than that because that came out before that.
And the movie that I really liked, the Scorsese movie with DiCaprio and Daniel Day-Lewis, Gangs of New York.
Girl, I love that movie.
That is my jam.
I love that movie.
And I don't think it's in the top 20.
Which is why. Why isn't that movie ahead of Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah. That movie that's a masterpiece. One, it tickles my historical heart because it's stuff that we don't talk about anymore, about the ethnic stuff back in the old time New York, but then also about
the 5 points.
Well, it's also very relevant to today's topic when we're talking about political representation and elections. That's what it's all about. Right. You could watch that movie tomorrow and it has application to what is going on right now.
Yep.
I love that movie. Why isn't that number 20?
It is such a good... I mean, after that movie came out, I cannot tell you all of the research and articles I did into the 5 points. I got a book and read all about
Did you get the Gangs of New York book?
No.
I think I still have it if you want to read it.
I read...
Because it's what the movie's based off of. It's a historical book about the five...
Maybe that is what I read.
I forget what the author's
it was
name is.
A historical... But anyway, it was just fascinating.
Yep.
Okay, number 19 is Zodiac.
I love that movie.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obviously about a serial killer who we've never caught. I think I read an article that they think they know who it is.
Well, they broke the code because he would send codes to the newspaper. Right. And I know they broke the code, and I know there was a guy...
Didn't they have a suspect, somebody who they suspected?
There was a guy who was so sure his dad was the Zodiac.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He wasn't even...
Right. Is that the one they did the documentary on the other... It was like a year or two ago. There's a documentary of a guy talking about how he thought it was his dad.
Maybe. Because there's also a guy in Los Angeles who thinks his dad or his grandfather killed the Black Dahlia.
Right.
So there's also
Which
that.
They haven't...
I think there's just a lot of men with trauma and pain with their dads who are like, well, I'm a dude, I'm not going to have emotions, so I'm just going to say he killed somebody.
Right. That's going to sum it all up.
That sounds fair.
Speaking of true crime things, Carrie and I have agreed to an After Hours podcast episode. It's going to be a bonus episode. And the episode, I'll let everybody know what it is. Then you get to enjoy it after we record it. But I am going to, explain, possibly while drinking martinis or margaritas or whatever with Carrie.
Can I just say, we still love tequila, right?
Yes, no, I still love tequila. And it's the only liquor that I can really tolerate in high quantities. But I'm going to explain to Carrie my fascination and obsession. I'll say it's an obsession with the Carrie and Reed case, which is all over now. But Carrie does not know very much about it, so I want to get her, and you're not allowed to look up anything before we record.
I know,
this
because
episode.
after we spoke,
did you have an urge to go look up some stuff?
I was like, oh, I should look that up. I'm like, I can't.
No, you can't, because I want to explain it to you from a person who, like, if you were like a jury, like if you're going to be a potential jury person, like if you had no idea about what this case is about, and I want to give you all of the bizarre, bonkers things. Like I've never been fascinated with a true crime case. Well, especially one that's more relevant. Like obviously older ones. Mm-hmm. There's some that I've been interested in, and we've talked about In Cold Blood. We've talked about Truman Capote and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like this one, Carrie, there's so much, and we'll fill an hour talking about it, if not more. But yeah, I wanna present to you all of the things, and I want to get your genuine, honest reaction to them about what's going on. And that's going to be a bonus episode that has nothing to do with mental health other than it's my obsession and I need to talk to somebody about it and I need to put my thoughts down. Okay. But it's all over now, so it's, we can talk about it, while it's not actually going on in real life.
Well, when the verdict came in, I texted you and I'm thinking, I don't even care. I don't know why I'm telling Kenzie.
You texted me because out of the kindness of your heart, you knew that I was going to be.
I wonder if she knows.
Oh, girl, I was on verdict watch.
Did you have Google alerts set up?
I did. No, well, actually, but the thing is, I had it, but I also didn't need it because Emily D. Baker, I have her app because I'm one of her law nerds, and she let everybody know when the verdict came in, so that,
Oh, do you support her through Patreon?
I support her through YouTube. I'm a YouTube subscriber, as everyone should be if you're interested in anything having to do with the legal system. So,
I also support someone on YouTube, Luxaria. She is a British trans woman, very interesting background. She was very much hounded by the press when she was young for wanting to transition.
Oh.
And so she has that history, but she's the most beautiful person I've ever seen. And
she's a model.
She's hilarious. And she also has a degree in biology and something else.
Ah, so she's an educated lady.
She is a scientist at heart and biologist at heart. And so she will watch old episodes of Botched and things like that. And because she has had, she has had quite a bit of
Botched,
surgery herself.
I love that show.
And as a trans woman, like when she watches the episodes with trans people going to get whatever they want to get done, she just has the best insight. So I'm like, girl, I'm going to support you. And she moved out of England because of just the way the laws were going towards against trans people.
Yep.
And she now lives in Spain.
Great.
So I enjoy her.
Okay.
I think she would be our friend.
Hey, we need more friends.
Do we though?
Well, depends on the friend, but yeah.
I can barely keep up with the ones I have. Who are you? Why are you in my house? I don't know.
Stranger. I'm just a stranger. All the strangers. That's
exactly
the last movie we just did. What number are we on now? 18?
18 is okay. I hope I pronounce it correctly. It's E2 Mama Tambien.
Yeah. I think
that
translates like in and I love you mother or something, or I love you mama or something like that.
And that was 2002. I never watched it.
I remember when it won a couple Academy Awards. I remember, yeah.
Brokeback Mountain is number 17.
Which great movie.
Never watched it. I don't know why. I just Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
I've never watched it.
But I've watched it, and it is amazing.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I love that one.
I mean, I think there's reasons why people still talk about that movie.
Yeah.
Even though it's over. I mean, that must have came out in like 2000 or 2001. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, 2002.
Okay.
And then 2003 is City of God.
And that's number 17 or 16?
15.
15. Okay. I've never seen that movie. Also heard it's good.
I haven't either, and it sounds traumatic. A teenager forces a younger teenager to kill an even younger child. The victim cowers inside a fenced patio that resembles a playpen. And a kid filmed it, so...
Okay.
God, excuse me. Inglourious Bastards, Quentin Tarantino, 2009. I loved it.
What number is that? 14?
14.
Okay, I do love that movie. I still don't know if I would rank... I know this was an amalgamation of like all the votes. Like it was an aggregation of them.
Like directors and actors and
yeah. But I don't know why I still wouldn't put Inglourious Bastards at 14.
They have a top 100 voted on by readers as well, which might be more.
I might that might
aligned.
be even more. Well, maybe or maybe not, but yeah, that's still a good movie. It might be one of my more. It's probably one of my more preferred. And it was voted on
because they like to say like certain people who voted for. Mel Brooks voted for that.
Oh, interesting.
And you can see their full ballot of everything they voted for.
Huh.
13 is Children of Men. I've not seen it.
Oh my gosh! So again, that's a very good movie. What's his face? Oliver, the lead actor. God.
Oh, it's Clive.
Clyde Owen. That's right. Never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else. It's a great movie. I'm surprised that one is ranked as high as it is. It's very well done. It's an apocalyptic movie. It's based off of a book. I just saw
women have become infertile and the hope for the human race is all but gone.
No, but it's great because it's if we were, I mean, we could always add it to the list because it gives it's very insightful in an apocalyptic situation about human nature and basic human things and coming together, like it shows all of the good things of humanity and all of the terrible things of humanity. That movie is a good movie. I just don't know if I would rank it that high, personally. Yeah. But it's a good movie. I've watched it several times, so.
Okay, number 12 is The Zone of Interest, which I've wanted to see.
I've not even heard of that movie.
But...
Yeah.
Okay, it's about, it's a true story.
Okay.
There's a novel by the same name. And it's about Rudolf Haas and his wife Hedwig, who reside next door to Auschwitz. He is a prison guard.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. That would be great.
He's the commandant of Auschwitz.
Okay.
And they reside next door, and they garden to the soundtrack of mass murder as the ash of human bodies falls from the sky. It's a disorienting watch that shows just how easy it is to live with monstrosity every so often jolting you out of your skin. with Michael Levi's unnerving score. So is about this commandant of Auschwitz, based on actual events on a book. Actually, I don't know if it's based on actual events. I don't think this is the true story of an actual family. I think it's an amalgamation of things that happened during the war. But the families did live outside the gates, and they had their children playing in the garden, laughing, running around. And right next door, people...
Yep. We're dying.
Mass murder. I can't. I
Sounds,
do want to watch it, but it's such a difficult subject matter.
Sounds very similar to present day, doesn't it, Carrie?
Yes, it does.
All right. Anyway, let's move
It came
on.
out in 2023. I wonder why. Number 11 is Mad Max Fury Road from 2015. Why?
So I've not seen it. It's something I want to see. I've heard everyone who's seen it has liked it. They've actually liked it better than the original Mad Max, which I've seen that movie a lot because that's another John Key's favorite. I've seen Mad Max several times. Just as I've seen Waterworld. My dad was really into apocalyptic movies when we were younger, but I've not seen Fury Road, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming it's good. I don't know. Again,
okay. Number 10 is The Social Network.
Social Network. Okay, again,
I agree with that.
Listen, yeah, I would definitely. It's number 10, right? You would say it's number 10. Yeah, I agree with that. That's probably the perfect spot for it, honestly. Because when I saw that movie, you and I mean, we're younger than our parents. We came up in the age of when social media, like you and I know social media before and after. Like we were coming of age when
I was already an old.
Well, no, you weren't. Well, you were not that old when social media was becoming a thing. But you and I both know about.
I was on dial-up AOL. In 1995, going away to college, and I have this thing called the internet.
Yeah,
and it was me trying to figure out what was happening. That's the first time I came across Amazon.
Right, yeah. No,
and it was such a crude website, and it was who would ever buy something off the computer?
I know, like, why wouldn't you go to a store, right?
Yeah.
But fast forward 10 years, and that's when Mark Zuckerberg is starting to develop Facebook. Yep. So that movie, I think, it's very monumental, and it does encapsulate a moment of time where there's this precipice of change, and I just think it was brilliant, and
it was very good.
It's great.
It says on here, given how social media has radically reshaped the world, the film now seems almost quaint and not nearly cruel enough. Like, now people are so much crueler.
But it's a story of the beginning. Yeah. Though. It's the story
And did you know Aaron Sorkin, who wrote the screenplay, right?
Yeah, Aaron Sorkin's great.
He has written a sequel that's going to start filming soon. To talk about the Mark Zuckerberg of
today.
My
God, let's do it. Well, because he's off his, he's allegedly off his rocker. Okay, I'm not going to
And that's coming from a mental health professional.
I mean, I know, but I mean, like...
Well, no, I heard that, watched a news segment about how people at Facebook are really concerned because he seems obsessed with Donald Trump. And making Donald Trump happy.
Well, because a lot of that's business is dependent on it.
Yeah. And that's what happens when you start to no longer have a free and open market.
It also happens when you lose the vision of what your company is. Because what the whole movie, The Social Network, is all about what Mark Zuckerberg's vision is and what it's trying to give to people.
Yeah.
And in the movie, they talk about how investors early on and how they don't want people to control it. And then what has it become?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it comes full circle. We've reached,
And I don't understand how these men who are either in Washington or, business are so pro-Trump, but they have wives who didn't become citizens until... Mm-hmm. And I don't know about Mark Zuckerberg's wife. He met her in college.
Did he?
I think so.
Are you sure?
No. Why would I be sure of anything I say on a podcast?
What? Do we look up anything? Hardly. We do. We look up some things.
I look up stuff, but
is this about our reactions to things? Yes. We react, Carrie. We react a lot.
We're good reactors.
We are good reactors. I doubt that he met her in college.
Because he was a nerd.
No, but I think he didn't meet her until his business. It was.
And she's a doctor, right?
Yeah, yes, she is. I know that much. I don't know what type of doctor, but she is a board certified physician.
They've been married since 2012. 3 children.
She should have some concerns about him, though, from what came out in that book.
She's a pediatrician, philanthropist.
Well, she's a philanthropist now because she doesn't have to work as a pediatrician.
She was born in Braintree, Massachusetts.
Did she go to Harvard?
I'm looking.
Okay. Because obviously, if you haven't seen The Social Network, it takes place primarily at Harvard. Well, no, half the movie's at Harvard. The other half of the movies, after Mark Zuckerberg,
Harvard.
He drops out. So she went to Harvard.
She went to Harvard.
But I wonder if they went together.
Life. She met him at a fraternity party during her freshman year.
Oh.
In 2003. So they've been together since 2003.
Huh. So this is
And she converted to Judaism.
Oh.
She was a Buddhist.
Oh.
That's a change. Jesus.
What a plot twist.
Every Christian I know is trying to become a Buddhist.
Right. Strange. What is number 9 on that list?
Spirited Away.
I love that movie.
I've not seen it.
Oh my God, Carrie. There's no reason to put it on the list for us to watch, but it's a Hayao Miyazaki movie. He is a genius. He is the greatest animator of all time. That is a soapbox I am not going to get off of. I'm sorry. John Lasseter of Disney, I'm sorry, you were great, and I know you got a lot of vision, and you've got a lot of production and projects that you've been associated with that have done really well, but Hayao Miyazaki is amazing, so sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
That is definitely warranted. Spirited Away is good up there.
Number 8 is Get Out.
I haven't seen it. I want to, though.
I haven't either.
I'm just surprised for a horror film that it's up there so high.
Yeah, but it's a horror film based on racist America.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Yeah. Number 7 is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Girl, that's what I wanted to bring up this list for.
And once again, I wonder why it's there.
Really?
I think it would be...
Maybe not at number 7.
Not at number 7. I know why it's on... I like that it's on the list, but I don't know if I would have put it at number 7.
I would definitely put it in the top 25.
Yeah.
Because it's different, the topic it discusses, and I think there's a lot of reasons why people would love it, but yeah. Maybe not number 7, but it's great.
Number 6, No Country for Old Men.
Which is on our list.
I love that movie.
Yeah, because we're gonna.
And I like the Coen brothers.
Yeah. No Country for Old Men was suggested to me and Carrie to review because of the link of the sociopath of the villain. Yeah.
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, which he's a great actor.
And he looks like a sociopath no matter what.
He plays a sociopath amazingly.
He's so good.
We'll save that for the episode we cover the movie though.
Moonlight.
I haven't seen it, but yeah,
I haven't either.
That was wasn't that the one with the controversy with La La Land? Because they...
Yes, with our good friend Faye Dunaway.
Our good friend, yeah, Faye.
And,
didn't she announce it wrong, I think?
She said that...
They gave her the wrong card or something, right?
Yeah, because they weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
Price Waterhouse. And so she was out there with Warren Beatty. They were in Bonnie and Clyde together back in the day. And she said that La La Land won. And they didn't. It was Moonlight.
It was supposed to be Moonlight.
Because they got up there and the one guy said, "Let me see the envelope." And it wasn't them. Honestly, when he announced, because I watched that happen. And when he got up and he said, wait a second, I have an announcement. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening?
Yeah.
Is this about to turn violent?
Well, yeah, was there like an emergency or something? Yeah.
Yeah, it was just...
I do remember that.
4 is In the Mood for Love.
I've never seen it.
Let's see. Takes place in Hong Kong. About people married to other people, and they move into the same crowded Hong Kong building in 1962. You know what? I bet it's really good because Sofia Coppola recommended it.
Okay.
And I really like her stuff.
I do.
There Will Be Blood.
That's a good movie.
It's number 3.
Well, it's Daniel Day-Lewis, and he's a genius.
He's been all over this list.
Well, because he's like one of the greatest actors of all time. I'm sorry. And he's Irish. Okay, so, I mean, yeah.
Well,
Cillian Murphy should be up there as well.
They'll say, like, oh, he's the best actor of his generation. I'm like, he's the best actor of several generations.
Yeah, let's not get it twisted, people.
Yeah, however, this is also another Paul Thomas Anderson.
Mm-hmm. Was he in the Royal Tenenbaums? Wait, which one was he in?
Who?
Paul Thomas Anderson.
No, he's the
the director
and the writer, I think.
Oh, who's the actor that plays with Daniel Day that plays the I don't know. Isn't his name Paul? I don't know. The younger man in There Will Be Blood.
Paul Dano.
Yeah, Paul Dano. Yeah, I knew his name was Paul. I was just looking different Paul, thinking of a different Paul.
Number 2 is Mulholland Drive,
which I started to watch that movie because that's got what's his face in it, Ryan Phillippe, and it's got
Naomi Watts.
Yeah, she's great.
Mm-hmm. I started it and did not finish it.
I didn't finish it. It gets boring. It's a boring movie. Why is that number 2? Sorry.
I mean, there's a lot that goes into how they pick these and like whose names are in the zeitgeist at the time.
Yeah.
Because Lynch died, a year ago?
Yeah.
Almost?
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder if that was happening around the time.
Oh, they were voting maybe?
And then he's on their mind.
Yeah.
I always wonder how that works psychologically. Like...
Yeah, we could...
If you were to do the exact same thing with the exact same
right
list in 3 years, depending on what's going on,
right.
I think it would change.
Who's number 1? I forget.
Parasite.
Oh, well, yeah, that was... I've never seen it, but I've been told it's a...
I haven't either, but...
I've been told it's a near-perfect movie, so... That's not my quote. That's somebody else's quote to me. Well, Carrie, you know what movie's not on this list is Benny and Joon, so we probably should...
Well, and I will say that is not a shocker.
Yeah. So, Carrie, well, I feel like that is I feel like that's foreshadowing, Carrie, to how you feel about this movie, but
No, you know what? I see this movie... I love this. I've always liked this movie.
Okay, good, because I love this movie, too.
But it's not like... Oscar caliber.
Right. It's not a statement piece like The Social Network.
Yeah. I just remember being, because I think it came out in
1993.
Which is the year I graduated high school, and my girlfriends and I would go to Blockbuster on the weekends, and have overnight, sleepovers and stuff. And that's the kind of stuff we rented.
Right.
We were in love with Johnny Depp. 21 Jump Street Forever.
Oh, yeah.
And I should make a t-shirt.
Well, you should. The other thing is, Johnny Depp... Okay, so the movie... Let's talk about the movie. The movie came out in 1993. It stars... The 3 primary stars in the movie are Johnny Depp, and he's billed as the... he's like the top of the list. However, I would say he's number 3 of the
I would say he's barely in it.
Well, yeah, but he's the... We'll get into it here in a second, but he's the catalyst for everything that kind of happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. His entrance into the movie drives the plot.
Well, can I say...
Yes, you can say now. Go ahead.
That, because I said this to you, and I'm like, I want to say this, but I'll wait.
What?
Because he is so prominently placed in that movie, and it's him and Mary Stuart Masterson on the... I've always had a problem remembering he's not Benny.
Absolutely. You're not wrong. Carrie. Girl, I'm going to validate you 100%.
Thank you.
Listen, I saw this movie. I did not see it right when it came out. I did see it when I was younger. So let's say early 2000s I saw it. So it might have been definitely in its first 10 years of its life, okay? But I didn't see it. I would not have been old enough to watch it in 1993.
Yeah.
So I was much younger then. But I did see it, and so the way that they advertise it, I thought, watching it, because I knew nothing about it, again, this was like pre-internet stuff where you could just look it up. I rented this movie to watch it, and I did think Johnny Depp was Benny. You think he's Benny, because in all of the posters, his face is there, and I think this is coming off of What's Eating Gilbert Grape, which was before this. Was and it? 21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street was solid 80s, people. 1980s.
Right, no, but I think it was that, and then I think What's Eating Gilbert Grape came out before this.
Okay. Yeah, I know they came out, they might have come out
around
the same
time.
year.
But but he was, I mean, he was becoming well known at that point. Like his star was rising, you know? Okay, so when did it come out?
It came out in 93. So they came out the same year.
Oh, well, I wonder if it came out first.
And the thing is he looks so different. He looks older in Gilbert Grape. He looks...
because he's
and
stressed.
I know... Well, no, he has long hair, and he's under a lot of stress with his family. Well, is this on our list?
It is. It's one of the... Okay. Yep, it is on our list. It was one of the first ones I put on
I will say that film... I hope we watch it soon, because there's so much to say about it.
I know. It's great.
It really is. But, yeah. So...
Well, and I wonder... So here's the thing. Let's talk about him doing these movies at the same time. Because, as you did say, Mary Stuart Masterson is Joon. She plays Joon. She's billed as the second person on the list of the cast. And then Aidan Quinn, who actually plays Benny. He's number 3.
His name is in the title. His character's name is in the title, and he doesn't even get top billing.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't get top billing. Now,
and I wonder if that happened because Johnny Depp hit, and they recut it and decided to make Depp the star.
I bet they did. Because here's a little bit of background information, right? Okay, so this comes from Wikipedia. So, Johnny Depp, I guess, was originally cast to play Sam. So, Johnny Depp's character in the movie is Sam. He is not Benny. But Woody Harrelson was originally cast as Benny.
I could see that.
And then he ended up quitting that to take on Indecent Proposal, which, oh my gosh, that's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, you should see it.
That movie, I mean...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do it for the money. What?
I know. It's very... That pulls at the heartstrings a lot. But it's a good movie. But that's what Woody Harrelson took on. And then Laura Dern was originally supposed to be Joon. But then she passed on the role. I'm not sure if it was because Harrelson quit. Like, if maybe she was originally going to do it because Woody was it. But anyway, Aidan Quinn took on the role to replace Harrelson as Benny. And then Winona Ryder was the second person after Laura Dern to play Joon, which Winona would have been good in the role.
Yeah.
But Winona and Depp were dating at the time. And...
Wino forever.
Yep, and so they wanted... I guess it says there was a lawsuit with Winona Ryder and the production company about being able to play Joon.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what it says. I have to do more research about that. Anyway, it ended up being that's when Mary Stuart Masterson went on to play Joon. It was right before production. A few days before production. So she didn't get the script for very much before she went on to play.
No, and you know what? Johnny Depp, he had to have trained. Because he's doing...
He's doing a lot of comedic, like, physical comedy.
Like, it's based on a certain guy.
It's the guy that's in the movie that he's pretending to be.
I can't remember the name of
God, what is it? It's, the actor.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny, Aidan Quinn's character says that he's going to be the next, Carrie, what is it?
You know.
What?
Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton, that's who. Okay, so in the movie,
they listed that his physical comedy routines are. This is not from AI.
Okay.
And on silent film comics, Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, and Harold Lloyd.
Mm-hmm. Well, and in the movie, when we see Johnny Depp's character Sam, he's on. He's reading a book on Buster Keaton. It's like a biography. Yep. So, and Benny's character says that Sam can be the next Buster Keaton. That's why he is pushing for him to get into the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and Buster Keaton was the one who did the bread roll thing, dancing. Yep. That's him. And he also, I'm pretty sure it was Buster Keaton. He was the one who, the front of the house falls down and he goes through the window.
Yeah.
And they had to nail his feet in place to make sure he didn't move at all or he would die.
Oh my God. Did not know that. Fun fact.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
I watch weird little documentaries on YouTube all the time.
I love your useless information. It adds some spice to my life.
I mean, sometimes it becomes useful.
Just like now. We found a use for that information. Just a side note to the people listening at home. Other honorable mentions of actors in this movie are William H. Macy. He plays a side character, and then also too, Julianne Moore plays a more prominent character, Ruthie. So we see her a little bit more in the movie.
Man, I loved Ruthie.
Mm-hmm. I loved she's
her.
Great.
And I love.
Julianne Moore's a great actress, but yeah.
And she's so young in this that I'm like, oh, that looks like a really young Julianne Moore, and I'm like, oh, that's because it is.
Yep. Remember 1993?
Okay, so let's get back to this movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so
what's this movie about, Carrie?
Love.
Yeah.
The relentless pursuit of love.
Okay, so I'm going to...
And no.
Well, so listen, I'm going to follow that up with... Now, I'm not reading from his whole review of the movie, but I'm reading from Wikipedia at the time. So Wikipedia has on here Roger Ebert's
our
review.
Friend Roger.
I know, but you basically quoted him without even knowing you did. But so... Wikipedia has on here that Roger Ebert gave the film 3 out of 4 stars and said, the story wants to be about love, but it's also about madness. And somehow it weaves the two together with charm that would probably not be quite so easy in real life. And I think that's pretty accurate. I mean, again, we know my feelings about Roger Ebert and how he gets it wrong sometimes, a lot of time, whatever. But I think that's pretty good. It's a quaint little movie. It's quirky. A feel-good... It's
a little quirky, feel-good movie.
It is. I don't know. It took me back. It's very 90s. So anybody who's watching it and is younger and you look back at this is very 90s. And, I mean, accurately so, I would say, to be fair.
Oh, is that Johnny Depp hanging off a building, swinging by the window?
Spoiler.
Must be the 90s.
I was going to say, spoiler, that's at the end of the movie. But, yeah.
Her brother, Benny, played by Aidan Quinn.
Yep.
He is her guardian, pretty much.
Yeah.
She lives with him.
We don't know if it's in the legal sense or not.
No, but he's definitely... She has a mental illness.
It's not stated in the movie. Carrie is for certain that it's schizoaffective.
I'm not.
Or maybe not. Maybe she pulled that out of her ass.
I guess with the normal portrayals of schizophrenia, I've only known one person who in my life who's had schizophrenia.
Yeah.
And it was a friend's dad in high school.
Yeah.
And I don't think she presents as...
Right.
Schizophrenic.
I mean, schizophrenia, like autism, it is... I mean, there's certain things that are textbook that are very obviously associated with that condition, but it is on a spectrum. There's varying symptoms.
Yeah.
Roger Ebert wrote...
Because you want to call him Dick.
I know, right? Truth be told, as part of his review, had wrote that Joon is a schizophrenic, although the screenplay doesn't say that word out loud. That's what he wrote. That's part of his review. Now, we'll get into it, but I had pulled up, and I told Carrie I was going to bring this up. So, in in the International Journal of Social Science and Humanity, Volume 4, Number 3, May 2014, Jackie Chow wrote an article that says the highly probable psychological disorders of the character Joon from the film Benny and Joon, directed by Jeremiah Chechik in 1993. Okay, so Jackie Chow says that the probability of Joon it's probable that she has schizophrenia, so that was the top one she said, but then also too, possibly OCD, which we can definitely see that in the movie, because Joon is particular about some things. Oh, yeah.
Things have to be a certain way. Certain things have to be a certain way.
And then also Asperger's disorder, which, again, this article came out in 2014, and that was right before they revised the DSM to the DSM-5, which now has listed Asperger's under autism. So we can read that as autism. So that's number 3 option. And then Jackie Chow also says possibly PTSD. So, but we don't know what...
We don't get a background, really.
No, she was just saying about the symptoms that Joon kind of maybe demonstrates in the movie could be PTSD. But we don't know what traumatic event it could be, other than maybe the loss of their parents, because their parents died. That's why Benny has... guardianship. But we don't know when they died. We just know that both of their parents are dead. So
yeah, but you definitely get the feeling he's been her one and only constant for a long time.
Right. We don't have June's...
And I do enjoy her attitude.
She's sassy.
I love the sass.
Yes.
And how many times has a just sassy woman been told that she has a mental illness?
I mean, her brother, Benny, basically says 2/3 of the way through the movie that she's crazy, so...
Which is always nice.
Well, because he's
frustrated.
He's frustrated. So let's make the plot, let's tell the long story short. So the long story short of this movie is, and again, it's a great movie, but the long story short is, we see Benny and Joon. Joon is living with Benny. Benny's taking care of her. They do have a house keeper or like someone who watches over Joon during the day.
Multiple.
Well, the last one quits because Joon is very demanding, I guess we could say. She's very particular.
I don't even know if it's demanding. I think Joon has an issue with where things have to be a certain way, and if you have somebody watching or hanging out with her who doesn't understand that you need to let it go that way, because that's how she deals with stress.
Yes.
Then you're going to fight, and they're not going to want to stay around.
Right. Yeah.
And I think maybe people treat those with mental illness like they're children, or like maybe they're not as intelligent.
Right. But Joon is definitely intelligent. We know that she's well read. She has a lot of knowledge.
I guess I'm just like, you know how, okay, I was in a book club once. Not our book club. Not our book club.
That went down in flames, but yeah.
I mean, we read one book. It was glorious.
The one book
Finnegan's
club.
Wake. Anybody?
Yeah.
And we were talking about, might have been On the Road, and one of the characters, obviously mentally ill, and one of the people in the group, and this was 10 years ago, said, "Oh, well, you know, I don't know if they're a trusted narrator. You know, they're mentally ill, so they're slow."
So it's like already, so if we know a character has a mental illness, they're already not a trusted narrator.
Right. And there's, and of course they didn't.
The intelligence comes in.
The intelligence comes in that, well, if you have a mental illness, you're obviously not that. It's like, do you think that, like, it's a germ that only stupid people catch? Like, I don't understand that thinking.
That says a lot more about that person, right?
Yeah. Then. And I'm sitting there with diagnoses, and I'm just, and it made me a little ill.
Did it give you the ick?
I had so much ick. It was oozing out of my ears. Between my toes.
I know. The ick. Yeah. But yeah, I guess that's, supposedly those are the things that Joon could have, but so with those disorders, but what we're finding is that with the housekeeper and how Joon is, the last one quits, and so in the beginning of the movie we see Benny, her brother, trying to figure out how to get somebody to look after Joon, because he actually works as a mechanic. He owns a shop. He's the lead mechanic. That's how he pays the bills. And suddenly a new housekeeper comes into Joon's life as a result of losing a card game, which I have to tell you, one of my favorite parts of this movie is the fact that they don't actually play poker with money. They use objects and favors or whatever.
So Sam was the cousin?
The cousin of Mike. Mike is one of Benny's buddies. Yeah.
Does he work at the shop?
No, he does something else. Yeah.
So Sam is a little weird.
Yeah.
But
he's quirky, eccentric.
Not like the guys at the shop or any of his friends who. And so
he's driving Mike, his cousin, up the wall because he comes to visit, and then Mike puts down that because what happens is Benny is, in this part of the scene of the movie, Benny's talking to another friend about the situation of what is he going to do for Joon, because if he can't get a housekeeper, he can't quit his job to look after her. So he's discussing this with another friend while they're supposed to be playing this poker game. Well,
there is the issue of she might have to be institutionalized.
Right, yeah, and that was suggested by her psychiatrist, Dr. Garvey, who, by the way, I hate Dr. Garvey's office in this movie. My least favorite psychiatrist movie. Office. That's officially, this is my least favorite. It's very 90s. It's very geometrical. It's very like white, black. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Lots of windows.
No comfort.
No, nothing. It's so clinical. It's, it gave me the ick. So, but Dr. Garvey's telling Benny that Joon might need to be institutionalized. And so while Benny's discussing this dilemma with a friend, Joon just hops into this poker game because Joon knows how to play poker. And she was winning. She was winning the game, but in the last hand, she bets everything, right? And then Mike, who is one of Benny's buddies and is playing the game, he bets that his cousin... So if she loses the hand, she has to take the cousin.
Sam.
Yeah, so Sam has to come live with them, which, honestly, great scene in this movie. I love that.
I love how that all transpired and worked out. So he goes and lives with them.
Yeah, and it starts out okay, but Benny's like, how am I going to handle Joon and then also this other eccentric person? Because Mike makes it out to be that, like, Sam is like this...
Like, he can't take care of himself.
Yeah.
And he's a mess, and good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking my cousin.
But we see Johnny Depp's character, Sam, is actually able to take care of himself. He's just different, right?
Yeah.
But he takes care of Joon, he takes care of the house. He does things differently, but not to the point where, like, it's unsafe or anything like that. And actually, Benny and Joon are both entertained by his presence. And it's a nice, I don't know, it's part of that feel good of, like, all the different little things, strange things that Johnny Depp's character does.
And then...
Yeah.
They did it.
What did they do, Carrie?
They had...
Coitus, as Sheldon Cooper would say.
Sexual relations outside of marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a real mess.
Well, and we don't know. Joon certainly, okay, so I'm going to guess.
Okay.
Joon is not a minor. Okay, so Benny and Joon are both adults. But yeah, but if we tell our audience, the folks listening at home, like, she's not a minor. Benny's not taking care of a child. But
I would say early 30s.
Yeah, late 20s, early 30s. She's definitely not older than that. But Sam, Johnny Depp's character was definitely younger than that. Sam's character is probably in his 20s or 30s. You know the idea.
I thought they were the same age.
Yeah, well, let's say that I think the idea is that they're the same age, right?
Yeah.
Because all of the other housekeepers that Joon had were older people taking care of her.
Women.
So, right, this is a person who's her age and that she gets along and kind of like accepts Joon's quirkinesses. Like, it's just they kind of work or whatever.
And she accepts his.
Yeah,
like,
and they develop feelings. Yeah. Yep.
Which led to the deed.
Yeah, it led to the coitus.
All I could think when I was watching that scene was, you better be on birth control, girl.
Well, yeah, and who knows if she was, because we don't really see Joon interacting with a whole lot of other people. Like, it's basically Benny, her psychiatrist, and then, like, Benny's friends. And then Ruthie. Ruthie is a character who Benny shows interest in to date, but Ruthie's also a waitress at the local diner that Joon likes to go to that, you know, Ruthie understands Joon's particulars and will serve her basically her preferred food and, like, all of the different, like, add-ons and changes. And then Ruthie also owns a apartment building and she rents out. So that's where Ruthie's income comes from. But she's kind of like another character that gets involved in, you know, she is going to start a relationship with Benny, but she's also involved with, like, Joon, and she knows Sam, and Sam really likes Ruthie because Ruthie used to be she was trying to get into movies and worked in Hollywood and was in a horror film that is Sam's, like, favorite movie. So
it's perfect when he does the scene.
I know. Well, it's just, yeah. But it comes out of nowhere. Like, you would think if somebody, like, if you didn't know what was going on and you suddenly have this person who's quoting a movie back to you that no one knows else you were in because it was like a low budget. The idea is it's a low budget horror movie that she was in.
In today's world, we would look at Sam and say, how did you find me? Why are you here? Do you have a weapon?
Exactly. But
someone's going to have to walk me to my car.
It's still a little curious in the movie about, like, when he starts doing that. But that's just it's part of that character and that quirkiness. But basically after Sam and Joon hook up, we were talking about Buster Keaton and about how Benny wants to have Sam be, like, successful because we see in the movie, like, they're going out, they're doing things, and Sam is, like, entertaining people on the street and in public, and Benny thinks that that's great and wants the best for Sam and is like, oh yeah, you really are talented, you really could do all this stuff. Well, Joon and Sam really have to pump the brakes on that because they admit to Benny, like, they're involved, they like each other, like, there's a relationship, and Benny loses his shit.
And I'm not sure why.
I think it was probably just a breach of trust, you know? Like,
I don't think he sees her as a woman. I think he sees her as a child who needs to be taken care of, and not a woman who has this need to, like, have sex and have relationships. And...
Right. I think he looks at Joon as, like, maybe being taken advantage of by Sam, because his reaction to, after he kicks Sam out of the house and Joon is like, you can't do this, I'm not going to let you, like, kick him out. Benny says to her, you're crazy. Like, this is why you need to be institutionalized, essentially. Yeah. And then Joon is crying, and it gets physical where Benny grabs her, which I don't know if she was going to go hit him or something, because there are, throughout the movie, there's, like, little bits and pieces about how Joon has been aggressive in the past, and, like, she's hit housekeepers, she's hit Benny. There's moments when Dr. Garvey, who's the psychiatrist, says, like, you know, we've talked about maybe her needed to be in a group home before, all this stuff.
But isn't that, like, people who are on the spectrum, they have certain routines and...
Right.
I mean, can't they also act out that way when their routines get messed up?
Yeah.
So then just, Benny, stick with the fucking routines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and I wonder if, like, and that's but the thing is, like, you can't always, and I wonder if that's why it's, like, a confusion about whether Joon is on the spectrum or if she has schizophrenia, because early on when Benny's trying to explain to Sam all of the things that is going on with Joon, he tells him that she takes medicine every day, you have to stick to these routines, she sometimes hears voices, like, I think he's almost trying to scare Sam into, like, are you sure you want to deal with this? And then Sam is, like, unfazed by it.
I don't remember seeing a scene.
It's toward the beginning. It's after Sam comes to live with them, and it's like before the scene where...
No, I'm saying I don't remember a scene where she is actively hearing voices.
I guess it would probably be the bus scene when she gets overstimulated. She gets paranoid, and when the cops come, and she says, I know who you are, I know your names. So basically the bus scene is, what happens is after Sam gets kicked out, he comes back to the house after Benny leaves, because Benny and Joon are kind of making up, and Benny goes to go get Joon something to make her feel better, and Sam comes back to the house. Well, it gets decided that Sam and Joon are going to run away, and they get on a bus. Well, Joon, I don't know if she's ever been on a public bus before, or if this is just way out of her comfort zone, but she's on the bus with Sam, and she's getting overstimulated by all the noises and maybe the vibrations of the bus, and you can tell she's quickly decompensating. Yeah. But she keeps hitting her head. She's, like, hitting herself, which somebody on the spectrum would do that if they're overstimulated and they can't control themselves. But what we see after that is when the bus has stopped and they've gotten all the other passengers off, the EMTs come on the bus, and she's, like, pointing to them, I know who you are, I know your names. And then they kind of corral her, and they eventually, but that's the only scene where I think maybe I don't see her hearing voices. She doesn't talk to herself, but she does get paranoid.
But she was so emotionally overwrought by everything that was going on.
Yeah.
I just took it as, I mean, she was just upset.
Right.
Lots of shit going down.
She could have just been having a panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I
because nothing is stated in the movie and it's kind of left up to our discussion, essentially that's what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know anything for sure, but what ends up happening is Joon is taken to the hospital and she's admitted to a psych floor. And it's no visitors allowed, even though Benny tries to go up there and get access to Joon and basically make up with her. But there's a discussion while she's on the unit in this hospital, which we don't see a whole lot of. It's just a couple scenes here and there. But there's a discussion of whether Joon needs to come back to the house, which she's refusing to come back to the house. And then Dr. Garvey's kind of pushing for her to be in a group home, essentially. So
I never wanted to smack a fictional character more.
The doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's obviously... Okay, so...
You feel like she has an agenda or something like that, or what?
No, I guess I definitely sympathize with Joon in all of this. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Benny is so controlling, and she might be like emotionally just delayed 10, 15 years, whatever. So she might be thinking younger. But I would think there's nothing more truly horrible than to be an adult and being told, well, we know what's best for you. You're not well. You can't have a job. You can't have a boyfriend. You can't move out. You need to sit here, like shit under a mushroom.
Right.
And just...
Yeah.
fertilized.
Exactly. I think Joon makes that point. She says something to the effect of, like, everybody else making choices for her.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that she might be delayed a little bit in getting to that point, but Benny refuses to recognize her autonomy.
Right. I think there's a codependency issue, too, that's kind of
Do you know
talked
I
about.
came across an article about Benny being codependent.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well,
and just that, and also that was his job. Like, his parents, I'm sure, told him at some point,
right,
you always have to take care of your sister, and now that they're gone, he's going to do it. Whether she likes it, whether it's beneficial or not.
Well, and the codependency comes from, like, your point, Carrie, about his identity. He's identified as someone who takes care of Joon. He's a caretaker. He can't really see his life outside of that, and maybe his job, right? The financial means that he's able to take care of Joon. So, like, dating Ruthie, that's kind of something that he struggles with. When one of his friends suggests him going on a vacation, that he needs a break, he can't even fathom that. And so when Joon's in the hospital, and Joon says to him, "You need me to be sick," right?
And when she said, I think I might have yelled out, "Amen!"
Right? Yeah.
It's like, he needs it.
Right.
Because it makes him feel secure and loved and wanted and needed.
And have a purpose.
And to have a purpose.
Right. Well, and Dr. Garvey says even that too, though.
Yeah.
I think she's picking up on that and says, like, maybe this is just another reason for then there needs to be a separation between the two of you. You know? And
which means you gotta lock her up for the rest of her life.
Right.
You know,
Again, yes. I think the
feel
separation.
Like I may have been a little triggered by this movie now that we're talking about it.
I think they're both can be valid, right? Both can be that the doctor recognizes that there is this codependency between the two of them, and this unequal relationship where Benny takes care of Joon, and then Joon is, beholden or whatever to Benny, and then has no autonomy. That can be true, along with the fact that the doctor's maybe pushing her to lose her autonomy, making it seem like she's more unstable and needs all of this supervision and blah 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 blah. But we see throughout the movie that Joon is fine most of the time by herself. I mean, God, I'm jealous.
She paints.
Yeah, no, I'm so jealous of that house. Yeah. She has this studio that's right by the river, because their house sits on the bank of this river, and you hear the river flowing in the back.
It's just beautiful.
Oh my God. What's the opening scenes of the movie? You see her painting, and she's such a good artist. Like,
yeah, I think that it's not only a growing process for Joon. I think Benny needs to grow up too, because, I mean, it might be easier to say, oh, well, I can't go or do anything or date anybody because of my sister.
Well, it's a cop-out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so...
And Ruthie gets that too. She catches on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, she makes a statement about when Benny says his life is complicated, he's got a lot going on, and so maybe they shouldn't date, or they can't go on whatever. They have to pause the brakes, and then Ruthie's kind of like, well, I have a lot going on in my life too, so you can't really use that as an excuse. But basically, in the hospital, and the scene that Carrie's talking about where Johnny Depp is hanging off of a building, basically, there is a ruse to get Benny into the hospital to see Joon, where they're able to make up, and then Joon feels like she has, because of her breakdown that she has, her mental breakdown on the bus, she feels like she has pushed Johnny Depp's character Sam away indefinitely, but then Benny's trying to say, no, he's actually here, he wanted to come see you, and then we just see him hanging off of a building. Mm-hmm.
Which is another Buster Keaton thing.
Yes. Yeah.
However, I also wanted to sing Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus as he was...
This is when they do like a, when they do the, oh my God, the anniversary edition, and they'll just add that song in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It'll be perfect.
Yeah. Well, and then there's a happy ending, because the happy ending is Joon gets out of the hospital. Spoilers, anybody who hasn't seen the movie, this is the ending. Is that Joon gets out of the hospital. She gets to end up living in one of the apartments in Ruthie's building that she manages or owns, or whatever she does with it. And then I think Benny's just at the house by himself. Mm-hmm. But Sam, and I don't know if he's living with Joon or if he's living in one of the other apartments, but in the ending scene, before the credits roll, you see Sam is helping Joon to iron clothing. Or the grilled cheese, isn't she? She's doing the grilled cheese. They're making
grilled cheese with the iron.
Yeah, I know. Which I think is just great.
I mean, and there's also, there may be a chance that I tried that.
How'd it go, Carrie?
Well, not great.
Not great?
Lots of cheese on that iron.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So, I think I've already said numerous times, but I love this movie. So I've watched, like, again, it's been a while since I've watched this movie, but I could watch this movie again, like, anytime. It's
Me
a comfort
too.
movie.
Even though I feel slightly triggered and icky.
Just a slight.
Just
It's not enough to overshadow the movie.
no, it really isn't. I mean,
No.
those things. It was made in 1993, and
The soundtrack is awesome.
oh yeah,
I mean, the whole, I forget what the brother's name is, but the 500, if I would walk 500 miles, that's
the Proclaimers.
The Proclaimers, that's right. Yes. They it's two Scottish brothers, but they made this movie made that song famous. So,
Yep.
Yeah. And because they're a one-hit wonder.
I like how they roll their tongue in that song. I would love to sing it, but I can't. Copyright.
I think you can sing like a few seconds of it, but let's not say we did. Just in case.
Are we gonna?
Yeah, it's Carrie's favorite time now. So it's your turn to pick because I picked Benny and
Yeah,
June
my
last
favorite time is when it's over.
Carrie gets her dopamine fix by picking the next movie. So here, I will open it. Oh. I don't know if that was going to be a good one or not, but okay.
I mean, we've had really good ones that don't show up on.
I should have mixed this up more before I have you pick. Here, I shuffled it a little bit. Okay, get your hand in there real good. And remember, just pick one. Well, you picked two the one time, and then we had to put one.
Oh
back.
yeah.
Okay.
Black Narcissus.
Oh, and that was your suggestion.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, the thing is, there are two versions. There is
Carrie.
the 1940s version.
Okay.
Which is the one I would say we watched. There's also a series that they did about 4 or 5 years ago on HBO.
Oh.
And that's like 4 or 5 episodes.
No, I think we watched the movie. Yeah.
So we're going to watch them. And I prefer...
Okay.
I prefer the 1940s version.
Okay, great.
And it's a wild ride, guys.
Okay.
You're going to love it.
Nice. Okay,
And if
Narcissus.
you don't tell me.
Don't let her know if you hate
Don't
it.
let me know.
No, but actually we do want the hate. Like if there's anything that we
The hate?
review.
I don't want hate.
Well, not necessarily directed toward us, but like if you hate something that Carrie and I love, like tell us why.
Yeah, we want to know, like, what didn't you like about Benny and June?
Yeah, you could hate this movie.
Was it just too much?
Are you haters of Johnny Depp just in general?
Are you hating that he took Aidan Quinn's starring role?
I know. Seriously, right? Poor Aidan Quinn.
Yeah.
But yeah, until then.
I'm like, yeah.
I know.
Well, okay. So until then, until next week.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening and putting up with our shenanigans.
Stay safe out there.